patrons! Today is August the 25th and it is your vlog day. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I have a lot of stuff to do today and I have a meeting tonight with an art director who's going to look at my portfolio. So I don't know what we're going to do today. I know I have a lot of work to do. I just don't know what's going to happen today. I also want to take you through my portfolio and sort of talk to you about what I considered when putting stuff into my portfolio and what makes a good portfolio. Oh, it's so bright. So I'm off to get some coffee and then we'll just see where this day takes us. Coffee secured. Also, if you didn't know already, pumpkin season is back at Dunkin' and I could not be more thrilled even though I'm currently sweating walking back home. All right, so we're back. I had coffee. I went through, it's the afternoon now. I went through all of the art that I have made in the past year and I chose some pieces for my portfolio. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been listening to some illustration podcasts and animation podcasts, and I'll link them in your newsletter because they're amazing. If you're interested in learning more about illustration or animation, they're great podcasts. But I've been doing a lot of research and reading stuff and listening to stuff about what makes a good illustration portfolio. And what I have learned is it is quality over quantity. You want to have a handful of pieces that really demonstrate the kind of work that you want to do and the work that makes you happy and the work that you're the most proud of. It also should flow pretty nicely from one piece to the next. If there's sort of like two different styles that you draw in, there should be like an easy transition from those. And so I have gone through and selected some pieces and I want to show you what I have. So I'm starting my portfolio with this jungle print that I made. I think that it's very indicative of my bright, colorful work that I like to create. I love drawing animals. This is very whimsical, and I think that it kind of just encompasses the kind of work that I want to do moving forward in this career. And so then this brightly colored one will flow into this other brightly colored one. This is from that set of illustrations that I did for the psychologist who wanted to have a bunch of different like activities happening in a town square. So I feel like this is really fun to look at and brightly colored and shows a bunch of different kinds of people, which is an important thing to have in your portfolio. So I am gonna flow into this one. And then this I thought was a cool piece to include because it shows the character from those pieces, but she doesn't, whoever's viewing this doesn't need to know that, but the character that we have in the talk, in the psychology talk at one point, she shows this person's entire lifespan. And I just thought, I'm really proud of this piece. I think it's very fun to look at, and I don't know, I really, really like this one, and I think that it shows fluidity in character design and concept and good execution of those two things, so I'm very happy with that. And I'm moving down to next. Okay, this one is one that I really love the illustration style of. It's a little bit more like pencil heavy. I don't actually know that it flows from the brightly colored stuff. I don't know where I might put this, and I honestly might take it out if it doesn't flow, but I just really, really like this piece, and it shows the hopeful side of me and the hopeful side of illustrations that I like to do, and it's also whimsical and I love it, so I want to do that. And then next comes all of the stuff from A Heart in the Sand. I will not spin the camera so I won't make you dizzy, but this is the vocab poster illustration. I thought that this would be a good introduction into my work from the book. I love this piece because it's one of my concept art pieces and it's actually meant to be viewed the other orientation in landscape orientation. But I thought that this showed like really good texture, and this is also some of my like digital collage work, so I really wanted to show that. And then we have another piece of concept art that I did for the book. I just really love the textures and the character Bianca I really love here. And then I go into actual book pages. I love this overhead view. I think that this is a really unique view to include and point of view for the book, so I wanted to do that. And then we have a 2-page spread from the book of just showing like character consistency from page to page, which is important, and it's very active. And then this is my favorite page from the book, so I wanted to include this one also for character fluidity and concept. And then I am also on the fence about these 2 shots from the maternity photo shoot. These are my 2 favorite pieces from the maternity photo shoot illustration project that I did. And I just don't know if they fit in my children's book illustration portfolio. I wonder if they might fit somewhere else, maybe more in my graphic design portfolio. So these are the images I'm like 100% on, all the book stuff. These are the ones that I wonder if they're going to come out. I would rather have fewer images that I feel super stellar about than stuff that maybe doesn't fit, but I think I'm going to keep them included for now, and when I show them to my friend Carrie, who's an art director, she'll probably let me know what she thinks about that. All right, so those are my pieces that I'm including. Those are all my past pieces, and I've been doing a lot of exploratory drawing for a new version of Cinderella that's going to be sort of like a book dummy, just to show another book example. So to show you can have consistency from character to character throughout the story. I've been working on a new adaptation of Cinderella called Cinderella and Fella, which is actually based on a musical that I did in 2017. And it's like a story about Cinderella as a kid, and it's just as much about the prince coming into himself as it is Cinderella finding herself. So I think that, I think it'll be cute and a different twist. So yeah, so I'm gonna work on a book cover for that, and I will show you the sketch of that when it's done. I've done a lot of character reference drawings for this Cinderella project, so I'm super excited to share those with you. But yeah, I'm just really excited to have somebody look at this group of pictures together, because I feel like I've done so much research on my own, and I feel like I'm sort of in this like vacuum bubble situation here with my portfolio, so I'm very excited to get an outside eye on it. Yeah, I think the next thing I'm going to do is work on this book cover sketch, and yeah, if I end up working on that the rest of the day, I'm gonna consider this a productive vlog, and productive day. I don't know about you or anyone else, but everyone in my family, every one of my friends has been having like super down past 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month. I definitely felt it. I don't know if you could tell in my July vlog, but I was totally burnt out and not feeling super productive. And I just think it's that part of the summer where everything is coming back and everybody's worried about the Delta variant, and it's just like we've been dealing with COVID for so long that everybody wants to go back to normal so badly, and trying to have more, like, you gotta be productive at work, you're seeing people and being more social, and it just like all comes crashing down. So if you have been feeling stressed and burnt out, you're not alone. Literally everyone I know has. So that's kind of why I didn't get a lot of portfolio work done. Over the past couple of weeks, it was like everything I could do to just do my client work and finish my animation course, and that's that. So yeah, I am not upset that I don't have like a ton of brand new things to put into my portfolio. I just know what I get to work on in my free time now. It's very limited free time. But yeah, this is super rambly, so I apologize. But yeah, I'm just gonna work on this book cover, and I'll do a time lapse of me sketching that out so that you can see it. And apologies in advance, I will probably change things a bajillion times. And I'll talk to you in a little bit. Cracking myself up over here because this didn't take me very long at all, but I really, really love it. This Cinderella and Fella cover. I really want to make this right now. I'm kind of wondering if I can accomplish this in 3 hours before I have to leave. I don't know. I really, really like it. Some days the inspiration comes. That really didn't take very long at all. I think it's because I've been drawing these characters a lot. And that definitely makes things go faster, which is also showing me that I should definitely use this approach on my next book project, where I just draw the characters over and over and over. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of research on like Louisiana looking swampy things, because that's sort of the background that I'm gonna have for this, and maybe do some background work on it. And yeah, I really like this. I'm excited. Okay, yay! Everyone, it's the next day. I ended up working right up until I went to dinner with my friend who's an art director, and it was so much fun. I got to hear all about her career as an art director. She works for a company that, a publishing company in the young adult fiction and nonfiction book cover business. She's a very busy gal, and she does like 15 book covers a season, and that's a lot of things. So she works with a lot of illustrators for book covers, and she contracts out people to do illustrations for the young adult and teen novels, and sometimes romance novels as well. So she looked at my portfolio and she loved it. She actually said the same thing that I had said, which is, I love the illustrated maternity photo shoot, but I don't think it belongs in a children's illustration portfolio. And I was like, my instinct was right. And I showed her my work in progress of the Cinderella and Fella cover, and she was like, that should definitely be in it when you're done. And I finished it today. Ta-da! I love it so much. I am so proud of it. I loved making this. I think if this was actually like a real tangible book and you could get it printed and everything, I would want this to be in gold foil, and I would want the little fireflies to also be gold foil dots. So yes. So I will be adding the Cinderella and Fella cover to my portfolio. This ended up being the first productive week I have had I've done work, but I have felt kind of down the past, month. Things have been slow and I've just been tired. And I think, like I mentioned before, I think everybody else has been too. But I honestly think it was Duncan bringing back the pumpkin that invigorated me. I'm not gonna lie. I have had a very productive week. I'm about to have a voice lesson here. Before I have my voice lesson, I do want to say, the research that I have done in terms of getting an illustration agent and all of the steps that I've been taking, like making sure my website is up to date, making sure I have a portfolio on my website, making sure my social media has enough posts on it and stuff. I am hearing back from friends of this art director who are represented by agents, and they all say that you just need to have your website in order, your social media in order, and then start emailing agencies. So the reason that I had dinner with this woman last night was so that she could tell me the good agencies, because if you Google New York City illustration agents, I mean, I would just be like swimming in a sea of names. So I'm really glad that she was able to reach out to some of her friends who are represented by illustration agents, and they're giving me advice, and I'm so glad that I asked. Moral of the story: ask for help when you need it. I personally am terrible at that, and I'm really glad that I reached out to this friend of mine, and yeah, she's helping me in a big way. So if there's ever anything I can do to help you, please reach out, because I love helping people. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna have a voice lesson. I'm gonna end your vlog here. You'll hear from me pretty soon, because my goal is to get your patron stuff out in the beginning of September. Yeah, I am so excited to continue putting my portfolio together and to reach out to these agents, and hopefully do more updates for you on that in your next vlog. All right, thank you for watching. Bye.